in Russia and in many closely connected family cultures, it's completely normal to witness something that surprises many Western parents. A 1-year-old quietly crawling after their mother from room to room. A toddler standing at the bathroom door instead of playing alone. Not crying. Not panicking. Just following. Now, the immediate assumption is often, this child is clingy. But what if that interpretation is completely wrong? Because what looks like dependence on the surface is actually the brain doing something far more important. It is building a safety map of the world. And that changes everything. What if your baby following you everywhere is not a problem to fix, but the first stage of healthy independence forming? To understand this, we need to step outside modern parenting labels and look at how childhood itself is viewed differently across cultures. In many Russian households, childhood is not treated as a separate, isolated world. It is part of real life from the beginning. Children are included in daily routines, cooking, cleaning, conversations, and observation of adult life. A key concept in Russian upbringing is vospitanie, pronounced vospitanie. It means raising a child through lived experience, guidance, and involvement in real life, not just structured teaching moments. There is also the traditional idea of zakalertinem, which refers to gradual resilience building through real-world exposure. Not extreme toughness, but slow, supported adaptation to discomfort, responsibility, and everyday challenges. But the goal is not to harden a child emotionally. The goal is to build confidence through familiarity. Now compare this with many Western parenting models, where childhood is often highly protected. Children are given dedicated spaces, structured play, and a strong emphasis on emotional shielding from stress. Neither approach is inherently right or wrong. They simply begin from different assumptions. One asks, how do we protect childhood from stress? The other asks, how do we prepare the child to move through stress with guidance? And this difference quietly shapes one powerful behavior: why babies follow their parents so closely. Because in Russian-style family environments, the parent is not just a caregiver. They are the child's entire reference point for how the world works. And when that reference point moves, the child naturally follows. At the core of this behavior is something psychology calls secure base attachment. A child uses the caregiver as a home base, a safe point from which they explore the world and return. Modern attachment research shows that when a child perceives consistent caregiver availability, the brain reduces its threat response. In simple terms, the nervous system shifts from danger scanning to exploration mode. Here's where many parents misunderstand independence. Independence does not begin with separation. It begins with safety. When babies follow you everywhere, they are not resisting independence. They are actively building the emotional foundation that makes independence possible later. Here's what most parents get wrong. They try to create independence by increasing distance too early. But distance without emotional safety often increases anxiety, not confidence. The child isn't trying to control you. They are trying to understand where safety exists. Another powerful factor is social learning. Children are not passive beings. They are constant observers. Psychologist Albert Bandura's social learning theory shows that children learn behaviors by watching trusted adults. In Russian-style households, children are often present during daily adult routines instead of being separated into child-only environments. They watch cooking, cleaning, conversations, and problem-solving. So when a baby follows you, they are not just seeking comfort, they are studying you. They are observing how you move, how you react, how you solve problems. You are, in a very real sense, their live instructional model. The more a child is included in real life, the less confusing life becomes. Now there is another layer to this behavior: emotional regulation. A baby's brain is still developing its ability to manage emotions. They cannot fully self-regulate yet. Instead, they rely on what psychologists call co-regulation. This means the child's nervous system uses the caregiver's calm state as a template. If the parent is steady, the child gradually becomes steady. If the parent is anxious, the child often mirrors that anxiety. So when babies follow their parents constantly, they are also seeking emotional stability, not just attention. Over time, repeated calm experiences with the caregiver build stronger self-regulation skills in the child. Now, practically, what does this mean for parenting? First, become a predictable, safe base. When your child follows you, avoid pushing them away or reacting with frustration. Calmly acknowledge them. I'm here. You can stay with me while I do this. This builds security without forcing separation. For toddlers aged 1 to 3, allow proximity during daily tasks. For older children, gradually introduce short moments of nearby independent play while still staying visible. A common mistake is forcing independence too early. This can increase clinginess instead of reducing it. Second, invite participation instead of isolation. Instead of sending your child away to go play, include them in small, real-life activities. Let them hold a spoon while cooking, fold clothes, or help wipe surfaces. Even a few minutes matters. The goal is connection, not perfection. Avoid correcting everything. Let it be imperfect and real. Third, build independence in very small steps. Start with 30 to 60 seconds of solo play while you remain nearby. If the child follows again, don't reject them. Reconnect, then try again later. Independence grows gradually, not instantly. Fourth, stay emotionally steady when they cling. Your reaction teaches safety more than your words. Stay calm. Stay consistent. You can stay with me. I'm not going anywhere. This reduces anxiety-driven following over time. And here is the deeper truth. When a baby follows a parent everywhere, it is not dependence. It is the brain constructing its first map of safety. Across cultures and science, one principle stays consistent. A child becomes independent not by being pushed away early, but by feeling safe enough to return. And when that safety is stable, something shifts. The child stops following out of fear and starts exploring out of confidence. This isn't about being a strict Russian parent or a modern Western parent. It's about understanding a universal truth. Connection creates confidence. Have you noticed your child following you from room to room, even during simple daily tasks? And how did you respond? Did you encourage closeness or try to create distance? Share your experience in the comments. And if you want more science-backed parenting insights from different cultures, subscribe for more. Because parenting isn't about controlling behavior, it's about building a nervous system that feels safe enough to grow beyond you. And that begins right there, with your child quietly standing beside you, making sure the world is still safe when you move.